all successful businesses were once startups, meaning they all went through the painstaking process of getting started. When it comes to starting a startup, the story of how it occurred is different for each company. For many, it begins with applying for and then participating in a Startup Accelerator program. Startup Accelerators, sometimes known as seed accelerators, are fixed-term programs that include mentorship and education, all intended to help a new business accelerate their growth as well as improve the participants' chance of success. When it comes to business accelerators, there's quite a few to choose from. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video, so let's go ahead and get started. As one of the pioneers in the Seed Money Accelerator program, Paul Graham started Y Combinator in 2005. Headquartered in Mountain View, California, Y Combinator has launched over 2,000 startups, including Stripe, Airbnb, DoorDash, Coinbase, Instacart, Dropbox, Twitch, and Reddit. They remain one of the largest and most sought-after startup accelerator programs in the US and beyond. Their stellar reputation for producing outstanding graduates has made them a partner of choice for early-stage startups. Once approved to the Y Combinator program, they help startups steer their ideas into action, pitch these ideas to investors, and close the deal. Also, their support doesn't stop after the Startup Accelerator program ends. Their alumni network is regularly active with a commitment to fellow YC alumni. Next, we have Techstars, another veteran in the Startup Accelerator space. Techstars selects more than 300 startups annually to join their mentorship-intensive 3-month program. If selected to be a part of the Techstars program, they provide you with $120,000 of financial aid and hands-on access to their startup mentors. Since 2006, Techstars has hosted accelerator programs in different locations, giving startup founders more freedom and convenience to build their ideas. While most Techstars programs are open to all industries, they're also known for having theme or industry-based programs, during which the companies selected are often from a similar industry or focus on related results, such as energy or social impact. Based in San Francisco, 500 Startups manages global venture investments in more than 70 countries. Their 4-month-long Startup Accelerator program focuses on growth and scaling. They're one of the few accelerators that break away from the archaic deadline system, so they accept applications on a rolling basis. On top of the $150,000 investment, startup founders gain access to a network of other startup founders and mentors and hands-on support for their product and business strategy. AngelPad is an accelerator program with locations in San Francisco and New York City. They've launched more than 150 startups since 2010. Unlike other accelerators that take more companies than usual, AngelPad works only with a few hand-picked companies and for 3 months out of every year. As a result, they were ranked as the #1 US business accelerator based on a study done at MIT and Brown University. During the program, AngelPad assists founders with startup funding, finding the best product market fit, and refining their target market strategies. Headquartered in Boston, MassChallenge has global offices in Mexico, Israel, the United Kingdom, and Switzerland. They invest in high-potential startups from different industries around the world with no equity taken. What makes them different from other startup accelerator programs is the fact that they're nonprofit. They've raised more than $6.2 billion in funds and generated over $3 billion in revenue. They've worked with over 2,500 startups since 2010. Dreamit is a venture capital and accelerator firm that focuses on startups with market-ready product growth. They've launched more than 300 startups, with SeatGeek as being one of their most valuable startups. Their program provides founders with access to executives, investors, thought leaders, and other important resources. They target 3 types of verticals: health tech, urban tech, and secure tech. The Edward L. Kaplan New Venture Challenge, otherwise known as NVC, is touted as one of the premier accelerator programs in the U.S. Along with the Polsky Center at the University of Chicago, NVC has graduated more than 200 startups that have gone on to raise more than $1 billion in funding and $7.5 billion worth of merger and exit investments. Some of the popular companies that they've launched include Braintree, Venmo, Simple Mills, and Grubhub. Founded in 2010, BoomStartup is a top-ranked startup accelerator program located in Utah. They provide startups with minimally viable product creation, extensive mentoring from seasoned experts, pitch development, investor introduction, and others. They use a lean startup methodology to launch their acceleration plan. With this approach, startups can easily learn what works for them. They believe that a mentor-driven approach is an effective way to build a startup. AlphaLab is a software accelerator firm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Their immersive 4-month program offers early-stage tech founders funding opportunities, mentor networks, an entrepreneurial environment, and a series of educational sessions. They invest up to $50,000 in exchange for what is usually 2.5% to 4% equity in a company. Their startup alumni can qualify to raise additional capital through an Innovation Works seed fund of up to $600,000. The Google LaunchPad Accelerator is a program specifically tailored for growth stage startups from other countries. Through this program, founders will get access to Google engineers, equity-free support, intensive mentoring, PR training, and close partnerships with Google for 3 months. The program offers an all-expense paid training at their Silicon Valley headquarters. Last but not least, I'd like to mention my hometown favorite, LaunchKC. Located in Kansas City, LaunchKC helps industry-specific classes, otherwise known as cohorts, get involved with a top-level partner that makes a small investment in the firm and participates during the growth and acceleration process by providing mentoring, education, and other opportunities that all startups need to be successful. You can go to launchkc.org if you want to learn more. In summary, startup accelerator programs are the pillar of some of the most successful startups today. Twitch, Dropbox, Stripe, these are prime examples of startups that have grown into well-known companies. The success they've achieved was attributed to the financial support given by the startup accelerators in the very early stages of growth. It's your turn to write your own success story. If you have a startup idea with a strong product market fit, then why not give a startup accelerator a try? You don't have to take the startup journey by yourself. By joining an accelerator program, you have access to the much-needed funding, network, and mentorship of people that have done it before. Once again, you don't have to go at it alone. There's a lot of these programs out there past the ones that I mentioned. One thing you do need to do is find them and apply. And apply and apply and apply until one finally meets your needs or is the right fit for you. If you want to learn more about startups, business accelerators, and how to get your business started, come check out the Startup Hustle podcast or tune in to Startup Hustle TV, our web series about what it's like to be an entrepreneur. Viewed through the lens of real entrepreneurs, we give you a realistic look about what we go through as startup founders, business owners, and leaders. See you there.
I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur.